Hello, ladies. Hello, hello. Okay, so jump on and tell me hi. I know this was kind of last minute, and I just wanted to pop on. We have been running ragged all day, and yes, I live in my row because it is April in Texas, and somehow it's 50 degrees here, so it's like 66 degrees in my house. So tell me hi when you jump on, and I'm going to kind of just go ahead and get started, and people can just jump on as they please. But I really wanted to, every week I try to do something, right? And just kind of bring some good knowledge to y'all. And so this week I was talking to a bunch of girls, and there is a ton of newbies on my team, and I love it. And I love getting to know all you, and I love that I want everybody that hasn't been kind of with me from the start or hasn't been doing this a long time to kind of understand exactly the title of this conversation, of this video is the real raw, WTFs of this business, okay? So I wrote down some things, and I'm going to share like some things that I've personally gone through, because sometimes I feel like when people sign up in a network marketing business or in this business, they see a ton of people at the top, right? When in reality, there's not a whole lot of people at the top. There really is not, especially in this business. In our company, there is so much room for growth, and there's constantly new people added. But okay, for one, we just hit 1 million presenters. For two, how many black statuses are there? I mean, there's only a few hundred black statuses, okay? So there's not a lot of people at the top, right? But one thing that is all in common of people at the top of this company, and probably other companies too, I don't know, I've never been at the top of any other company, is they have probably gone through more bad things than anyone else in the company, in their business, or in their downline. And that they have kept going so that they can teach others the mistakes they made. It's kind of like parenting. Think of it like parenting, right? Our parents went through all these things growing up, and so when we were growing up, they were trying to teach us what not to do, right? They were teaching us like, hey, don't do this because of this, and we didn't want to listen. We had to learn for ourselves. Well, we as leaders are here to tell you and guide you so that you maybe don't have to go through some of the things we've gone through. But I want you to know that you will go through something. More than likely. I do not wish it on anybody. I wish that I could say that this business is easy, that you just pay your $99 and you just ride your wave to the top, but it just doesn't work like that. This is a true business. It is 100%. You will have things. You will have speed bumps. You will have potholes. You will maybe lose a friendship. Hopefully not, but if you do over a business, clearly they're not meant to be your friend, right? But I wrote lists, literally. Hopefully I can read my own handwriting. I get to thinking and my brain goes faster than my hand, and then it looks like bad cursive, right? So, okay. So some things I started thinking about in my journey. So let's talk. So when I started Younique, I didn't have a family. I mean, I did. I had a husband, right? And I was busy. You can ask all my friends. We traveled the world. We always were gone. I worked... Sorry. My kid is exhausted and I hear him screaming. I worked long days, y'all, like 12-hour days as a hygienist, unheard of, right? From like 7 a.m. I started seeing patients, and I would get done at 5:30, probably get home about 6. So what is that, 11 hours? My bad. But anyways, so I want you to realize, so when I started, the first thing I remember that I struggled with was adjusting my schedule. I'm very much a schedule-oriented person, so adjusting my schedule was tough. I didn't even wear makeup before Younique. So now, not only did I have to find time to start wearing makeup and getting ready for work, I had to add it in on top of figuring out task list time, all the things, right? So that was my first struggle, right? My first struggle is adding a new thing into your routine, adjusting your schedule, okay? I had to come to realization, if you know me, I miss 30-minute early to everywhere. All my friends are like, Mal's going to be there an hour early, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and I would always tell my friends, hey, be there at 6 when I knew they'd be there late, and I'd get there about 6:30 because they're not going to be there till 7, right? So I was always that early bird. I had to accept that I was going to be late sometimes. But what I finally realized is I would rather show up really pretty and late than be not as pretty and early. I just accepted it. I just accept that I'm going to be late more than likely everywhere, or I'm going to be right on time. That's just it. For some reason, I could never get that down. I could never figure out, okay, I need to get up like 2 hours early to work out and do this. It's just something you have to figure out, and then sometimes accept that you're not going to be 30 minutes early. You may be 10 minutes early or right on time, okay? Throw in a baby in that mix, and you're late everywhere, but guess what? You have an excuse. Babies always make you late, right? So, another thing I had to adjust. I had to start saying no to things, y'all. I am a yes woman. I tell everyone yes. I still to this day struggle with saying no to things. But what I have found is it's okay. It's okay. Like today, we had 4 events. We had a birthday party, a baby shower, a birthday party, and mommy and me photos between the hours of 12 and 5. Okay? And all of my friends from different sides were like, dude, don't go to all of them. Just pick the ones you want. Me, I'm a yes woman. So what do? I go for an hour to each of them, okay? So, or you just say, hey girl, I'm just not going to make it. People don't get mad if you just can't do it. They understand, because more than likely what you have to ask yourself is, are they going to come to yours? Or if something better came along, would that person make your event a priority, right? It's okay to say no, or it's okay to, push things off to another day. It's okay. It is okay. So learning to say no to some things, it's just something you're gonna have to do. Sitting on the couch every single night watching shows, mindlessly online shopping, or doing nothing, probably not gonna happen anymore if you really want this business to work, okay? You're gonna learn to multitask. That's one thing. If you weren't a good multitasker, you're gonna become a good multitasker, right? Another thing that I struggled with was waking up earlier and staying up later. But guess what? It just became a habit, okay? Waking up a little bit earlier. Like me, I was telling them when I was live earlier, I have to get up at 4 a.m. to work out. If I want to work out during the week, it has to be at 4 a.m. There is no time later after work. It has to be at 4 a.m. If it's a priority to me, I'll do it, right? If not, I'll sleep until 5 or 4:40 or whatever, 5:40, whatever my alarm goes off, okay? So if you know you want to go live that morning, you got to kind of adjust your schedule. It's all about just things that I've had to learn and things that you will have to learn to make this happen, okay? You can change your schedule. You are the only person in control of your schedule. And if something is a priority, you will make it work. Just like, okay, putting a kid in swim lessons, ISR, if you've ever heard of it, infant survival resuscitation, or whatever the hell it's called. You go for 5 days a week for 10 minutes at a time. If that is important to you, guess what? You'll probably adjust your schedule so that you will be there every day of the week, because it's important to you that your baby learns to swim, okay? You literally, like Jordan just said, you become aware of how much time that you waste when you start adjusting your schedule and putting in things that are income producing or to make your life better, okay? So let's talk about, outside of just adjusting schedule, let's talk about real things that kind of cut deep, okay? And I'm kind of going to be all over the place because my mind was all over the place, but these are like real things that I've either dealt with personally, that I have, some of my closest leaders have dealt with, or that I have dealt with on girls that I have raised as babies all the way to elite, for them to just stop, okay? So first things first. Yes, I host a lot of online parties. Let's talk about this. Let's backtrack to like month one of my business. One of my friends does Stella & Dot, right? Get this. I buy a ton of stuff from her. She has never once bought from me. Never once. I just don't know any other Stella & Dot person. And so she gets all my business and she is very supportive of me, but she has never bought from me, not once. Okay? She is very much pushy when it comes to doing things. And she was like, hey, you're just getting your business started. Let's have an in-home. I'll bring my Stella. You invite your people. My people do not like in-homes. I already knew that. I tried to tell her, but I was like, screw it. I'll just do it. It's a good lesson learned. Do you know that 2 people showed up? And they were friends, mutual friends of our 2. And I think they each bought a mascara maybe because they felt bad because nobody showed up. Okay? It happens. It happens. You're going to have an in-home event of your own, and people are not going to show up. I could have stopped right then. I was 1 month into this business, y'all. 1 month. I could have been like, oh my God, what am I doing? Nobody wants to buy from me. Nobody even came to my house. I had free makeup to play with, food, wine. Nobody showed up. That could have been I could have quit, right? I could have quit. Let's fast forward to online events. Do you know how many hostesses every single month, every month, back out? That's why I say stack your month deep, because people that say yes, people that you send samples to because they're hosting for you, will not RSVP to their own event. They won't add friends to their own event. They may RSVP yes and then just not add anybody. They'll stop answering your messages. They will just go MIA. But they agreed. Why can't they just tell you no? Why did you tell me yes, waste a spot that I could have given to someone else? It's going to happen. I was supposed to start 6 parties this past Wednesday. I started 4. One girl on the first day didn't have anybody, and I said, if you don't invite anybody today, I'm going to go ahead and end it because clearly it's pointless for me to keep posting. She finally did at the end of day 1. She's lucky. The other 2, one RSVP'd yes. She was so excited, and then she was like, I just don't know how I feel about this. Like, then why did you say yes? That's what I wanted to ask. I didn't say that, but that was my thought. Another one just completely has not answered any of my messages after she sent me her email. Okay? Every single month. It does not matter if you are white status or if you are purple or if you are black. You will have hostesses tell you yes and not show up. You will have hostesses say yes and then just not answer any of your messages while you're posting and their friends are not interacting because they're not interacting. You will have inactive parties. To be honest, most parties are not active. Most people are peeping toms that usually don't even RSVP, but they're kind of watching. I get a lot of people that buy that I have to go search the invite list because they didn't RSVP. Or I get people that buy months and months later that came out of a party that never even responded to my messages. They're watching. They're watching. Had I quit because of all these hostesses backing out and me taking it personally, would I be here today? Would those people that came from that party that are buying a year later, would they be here? No. Okay? These people are really wondering, is she serious or is she just trying to make a buck? Okay? They want to know you're serious by you being passionate and being consistent and in it for the long haul. Okay? Think about this as a job, y'all. There's nobody holding you accountable to clocking in at 8 a.m. You've got to hold yourself accountable to show up for those couple hours a day. That's it. And it doesn't even have to be consecutive hours. It can be like 30 in the morning, 30 midday, 30 at the end of the day. It can be whatever. It can be 2 hours at night. You have to just show up. You've got to be present. But you have to hold yourself accountable, okay? So yes, I to this day still get parties that sell $0. Majority sell 0. But I don't host parties anymore. I had to learn. Parties are for networks. They're not for sales. If you get sales, it's a bonus. But they're for your network to grow. It's how I'm going to meet new people. That's how I met all y'all. Somebody held a party with me that joined that now you're friends with them. You see how this goes? It's kind of like Ancestry 23 or whatever the heck that is, or 23andMe, Ancestry.com. You know, they have these trees that just trickle. That's how your business is. These trees just trickle. You know, somebody knows somebody who knows somebody. All right, so I still have parties. Those aren't unsuccessful, and you have to change that mindset. I mean, I could easily count. Well, I couldn't easily count. I'd have to go back and count. But a majority, I can tell you, majority of my parties do not qualify on their own. If they qualify, it's usually me posting orders in there because I want my hostesses to get free stuff, okay? And feel free to comment below on here if you've ever felt something or dealt with something on here that it really got to you, but you pushed past it. Comment below. The more that people can see and hear that other people are going through the same things, realize that it's just part of the business. It's part of life. Like, you're going to go through potholes. You're going to go through speed bumps. You're going to go through things in life. Life is not smooth sailing, and neither is owning a big business, okay? Another thing is no's, y'all. I have been told no more than any of y'all in here. Why? Because I've probably messaged more people than any of y'all in here, okay? Go for the no. If that makes you feel better, go for the no so that when you get that yes, it's a great, but when you get that no, you don't take it personal. I have been told F no before. Like A girl I went to high school with, I knew her. We were in the same crowd. We're friends. I just talked to her about her birthday blitz, and she told me F no and unfriended me. Okay, bye. Good. Clears it up for somebody who will say yes, right? Clearly she was never going to buy, and obviously she's really angry at something else because an F no was not necessary, but whatever. I'd rather give it to me than someone who took that personal, right? No's are going to happen, and you cannot take it personal. It's not you. It's just not right now. No just means right. You know how many people have told me no, and then a year later I ask again for an event, and they say yes? Or how many people have ignored me forever, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, I do want to try this mascara. Or whatever. Don't take it personal. Being ignored. Y'all, I follow up with every past customer every single month. Every past customer every single month. And I literally get ignored majority of the time until they're ready to buy. We are here to share and be that reminder email of what's going on that month. We're here to be consistent, because if they don't want you messaging them, they'll tell you, hey, please take me off your list. Which, I got one this last week. She's a customer of mine. She's bought multiple times. Trying to get her daughter to join because she loves the products and she's thinking about it. And she told me, hey, thanks. Will you please take me off your messenger list? Yeah, no problem. Okay? It happens. It happens. People are going to ignore you. You don't know what happened in their life. They may tell you, hey girl, I really want to order this, da 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 da. You know what I do? I write a reminder in my calendar, so-and-so wants to order, and I just keep moving it every couple Fridays, and I just keep checking in with them, because one day they're going to want to order. One day. I had one, I actually told her, I said, girl, you have got to be out of makeup. You haven't ordered in 7 months, and you've been telling me every month you need to order. And I put a winky face, like a little, like, you know, face, so she knows I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of like, hey, like, you keep saying you're going to order, right? You cannot hold on to that when somebody says they want to order. You remind yourself, you check back in with them. Eventually, they're either going to ignore you or they're going to tell you no, but guess what? In a month, when that new special comes out, follow up with that person. Send them like, hey, girl, hope you're doing great. This is this month's special, because at some point, she's going to be like, oh, my God, okay, fine, I need it. I had one this month tell me, oh, my gosh, I keep missing all these specials. Please tell me your specials. And it had been months, okay? You've got to take the ignoring as, you know how many emails I get from Target and Lime Lush and Closet Candy and Venus, all these places that I shop from religiously, and I delete because I don't want to see it. But when I'm ready, I go to their site. Or when they send me the right email with the right special, I'm like, on it, okay? We are here to be that reminder email. You cannot take being ignored personal. You can't. It sucks, whatever, but you got to move on. You should be messaging so many people you forgot who just told you they want to order. Serious note. I mean, on a serious note, you should be writing down the name, but you cannot take ignoring personally. Can't take being cussed at personally. Cannot take being blocked personally. I'm sure so many people have blocked me or unfriended me that I don't even know. I've actually friended a few people this past week, and I'm like, pretty sure she was a customer of mine and we were already friends. Oh, well, I'll friend her again. All she has to do is deny it, right? All she has to do is deny it. Maybe she found someone else to buy from. Maybe whatever, right? You never know. You never know. She could have just lost her whole Facebook and had to start a new one and didn't know that she didn't friend you. You cannot take it personal, okay? Another thing is friends and family are not going to make or break your business. I'm going to tell you that right now. Write it down, put it on your mirror. Friends and family will not make or break my business, okay? Almost every person in this business, their family and friends were not like, oh my God, you started a business, let me buy all the products. If you have best friends and family that do that for you, you are blessed beyond measure. You are lucky. You are of the few. But majority of us do not. Do not, okay? Yes, now my mom, my sister, my aunt, one of my aunts, and my mother-in-law, they buy it, okay? My sister-in-law, she doesn't buy it, all right? All my cousins, I do have one cousin that buys it. The rest, no. We're close. We are a very close family. Very close. They'll compliment me on my success all day. Do they buy? No. That's okay. You know what it does? Is it drives me to be successful without them. So that I can be successful and then be like, damn, I didn't even help her get there. Nobody can say your family and friends got you there. No. It took over a year for any of my friends to start buying from me. Half the girls that stood in my wedding don't even talk to me about uni. Y'all had 13 bridesmaids. Think about that. I do have a couple on here that did sign up with me and they do the business with me, and it's great. I love seeing my best friends succeed. I want nothing more than my best friends to be successful, and I want them to be on this journey with me. Can you imagine? Majority of our friends and family are not going to support us. They are going to think everything is a scam. And on a serious note, it's very sad. Majority of our close friends and family, they don't want to see us doing better than them. And maybe not family. Family may want you to succeed, but they're not going to pay for your products. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay? A lot of our friends, you find out a lot about your friends. They don't want to talk about it with you. They don't want to see you more successful than them. Reeval that friendship. Are they a negative person? Do they only want misery loves company because deep down they're really not happy? You're going to become such a strong person in here, and you're going to find so many people that you're surrounded by that you would have never met except for this business, or you're going to meet new people as customers that you become friends with because they want to see your success, and you realize, wow, I'm old, life is short, I need to start surrounding myself by people that are better than me. Not ones that drag me down, not ones that only want to talk about gossip and drama, not ones that want to sit around and have pity parties. Okay? Not one of my best friends or my family members is the reason I'm successful. Not one. Not one. It is what it is. And guess what? I'm pretty successful in this business. I've worked my butt to be where I'm at. Am I stopping? No. Am I where I want to end at? No. But when people like that, it only motivates me to work harder, to show them. Because guess what? Some of those naysayers are going to come around. Some will never. But they'll also probably never be really satisfied in life. Because people that are truly happy want their people close to them happy and successful. I support everyone, all my friends. I probably would go broke supporting all my friends if I could. It's probably why God hasn't blessed me to be uber rich. Okay? Friends and family are not going to make or break your business. It is what it is. Yes, if you start and you can ask. I had to ask one of my newer friends to be my first hostess because I knew one of my best friends. I didn't feel comfortable asking my best friends. I knew that they wouldn't. I didn't want it to come between us as a friendship. I had to ask a newer good friend of mine, hey, be my guinea pig for my first party. Ask my mom, my sister, my aunt. Okay? You just have to figure out who you can ask. But really, your cold market that you don't know from right to left is who's going to make you successful. Okay? Another thing that has happened to me with parties. Y'all, I have had people that, okay, I've had people taken right from out from under me and join other people. I have been hosting, for example, I had two. I was hosting their party. Middle of their party, another sideline sister who knows me, knows this person, knows the situation, weaseled her way in, was that kind of BS, took these two, and they joined her while I was hosting their party. Okay, it happens. It happens. Are those two girls going to make or break my business? No. I would have loved to have them on my team. They knew that. We talked about it. Okay? I've had, just this past week, I had a girl that I did a makeup, I sent free makeup after Harvey, and she was always getting free stuff from me. She's one of those that loves free things. We talked about joining. She had told me, I think I'm going to join this week, da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, you should, after, because she didn't even tell me thank you for her free makeup from Harvey. I had to message her and be like, hey, did you get your box? She's like, oh, yeah, I got it, and I joined. Wait, I don't see you in my back office. Are you sure? Oh, yeah, I signed up under so-and-so, so-and-so. I don't even know who the girl is she signed up under. After all that. Okay? It burns, but it happens. Then I have another girl I've been working on forever. Ever. And she was like, oh, she was going to join. She messaged me. We've been talking. She's like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you that I signed up. And I'm like, oh, really? Who? That's awesome. She's like, this girl that does my shirts. I just was talking to her and I just went ahead and bought the kit under her. Can you help color match me? And I really like this product and this product. guys, we don't have time to help the whole world. It sucks. I would love to be her leader, and I pray that she can become successful in this business, but I cannot raise her. I've got my own team. I've got y'all lovelies to raise, okay? But you've got to realize that things are going to happen. People are going to sign up with other people. That girl actually signed up under the girl who I gave the free makeup to for Harvey. That signed up under someone else, okay? It's just a bit small world, and just, it is what it is. It's going to happen. I can name probably almost 10 people, 10, that's happened to. I know some girls on here that signed up under a girl. She quit because the foundations went on back order. We'll talk about back orders. And now she's doing it again and didn't even sign up under the girl who signed up under her. She's on a whole nother, I don't even know who her sponsor is. She's like totally not even in any of our tree, okay? It happens. It happens to all of us. You cannot take it personal. It does not mean you will not be successful. Another thing is people that you train and love your heart out on. People that you fall in love with their potential, or you know that they're amazing, or they make it all the way to green, will leave. It sucks. When I first started this business, and if you can write this down, the people who get you there will not be the ones who keep you there. Let that sink in. The ones who get you there will not be who keeps you there. It happens all the time in this business. Y'all, majority of people are not strong-minded. They do not want to have to put the work effort in. They do quit. Most people are quitters. I am blessed to say my father never let me quit anything I start, and I think 100% is why I am where I am in my life. He never let me quit anything I started. I had to finish it before I could quit. Okay? So a lot of people quit. A lot of people walk away. It sucks, but it happens. I had one of my closest people to almost elite status. I have loved on her team for 2.5 years. She had been with me, one of my first, to just tell me she was backing away. I'll be back, but I need to take a step back for this reason. When the real reason was a lie. Her reason ended January. It's April. She's not back. I've accepted it. It sucks. I put my heart and soul into her team. I still do if they trust me. But when a leader goes, you feel that sizzle. That sizzle fizzle. So people will leave. It sucks. But you have to keep doing the things and keep growing and build relationships deep and wide, because that's how you save people. I have brought so many hard workers. One of my very first. She's one of my strongest legs. I have saved just 4 legs of hers. That's it. She had hundreds of people and I saved 4. That's all. That's okay though. That's all I need, right? They trusted me. People will leave, okay? Another thing is you're going to struggle with separating relationships from business to friends and with teams and customers. It's very tough to find that balance. But as a leader, you have to. Sometimes I have to tell some of my best friends, hey, I'm taking off my friend hat, I'm putting on my leader hat, and let's talk, okay? Because I'm their leader. If I don't and they fail, I feel like it's my fault. But at least I know if I tried and they still fail, I was there, right? I did my part. Same for customers. It's so hard to cross that line with my friends, but all I do is I change the verbiage of my follow-up with my friends. Like, hey, they know how I talk. I talk the same to almost everybody, but with my friends, it's a little different. You'll find that verbiage. You'll find that fine line. Okay? Another thing you're going to deal with in all businesses, not just ours, and anything you go through, back orders, out of stocks, website glitches, shipping issues. Okay? When the very girls that are like BS 1 and 2, they went through where mascara was sold out. They didn't have no mascara for months. That's the only product they even had to sell. They had to start finding other things to sell, like focus on lip glosses, okay? Had they quit, would they be making the money they're making? Millions of dollars? No? Okay. Y'all, you're going to go through back orders. Then when the mascara all came back for them, everybody's orders got sent to the wrong addresses. So not only were people waiting forever for this mascara, now their orders were going to the wrong addresses. They could have quit in the chaos, but they didn't. Where are they now? Making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 a month? They didn't quit. Last year at Most Powerful Women Network Marketing, all the millionaire status, they had a few millionaires up there that were on the panel. All of them have been doing this anywhere from like 3 years to 20 years. And all of them said the same thing. They just didn't quit. That's why they are where they are. So remember that when the website glitches, when it's frustrating, when you lose. I lost 4 recruits last month to website issues. Their loss, not mine. They missed out on a good company. They'll come back. I know they will. They'll be here. You got to have confidence in that. You just got to keep doing the things. Back orders, out of stocks. We've all lost customers or orders because of them. It's okay. It's not going to break your business because they'll be back. Remind your customers, I'm so thankful our products are amazing that they go in back order, because otherwise we'd have a clearance section because our products would suck. Okay, this business is 5 years old. It is blooming so fast that they're constantly trying to add more people and make more contracts so they can build more products. Okay, mindset, your business mindset has to come out on those kinds of things. You will go through them. This isn't the first or the last time we're going to go through back orders. Life happenings, y'all. You're going to go through life happenings like births, divorces, marriages, illnesses, deaths, whatever. You're going to go through that. Whether you work for somebody 8 to 5 or you own your own business, you're going to go through those things. It sucks. You've got to find your motivation. You've got to remember your why, and you've got to think business minded. You know what? My customers, they love that I had a baby. They didn't care I went through postpartum for 10 months. They didn't care. I didn't let them know. I kept going. I pushed for my team. There were nights I struggled so bad, not one person would have known. I didn't let them know. You've got to get over those things. You're going to lose loved ones. Y'all, it's the circle of life. It sucks. Losing a loved one sucks. It's okay to step back from your business when you go through something like that. It's okay. You're in charge of your business. But what you have to do is come back on top, because losing that loved one wouldn't want you to lose yourself. That loved one wouldn't want you to lose everything you've worked for. Okay? It sucks. Believe me, I know. Heartache sucks. I talk about this with my husband all the time because he's never really had his heart broken. He doesn't remember his grandparents or any of them passing. He hasn't lost a loved one close to him. He's never been in a really serious relationship where he got his heart broke. He doesn't truly understand the effect of heartache. I've been there multiple times in different circumstances and situations. And right now, as we speak, I have a very close family member in the fight of her life. I get it. I get it. I get it. Tragedies happen. Things happen. You will go through things in life. I would love to say the rest of your life is going to be smooth sailing. I would love to say everybody's going to live to be infinity years old. It just doesn't happen, y'all. It does not happen. Okay? So what you have to do, there's a few black statuses that are going through divorces because their husbands didn't grow with them. They grew, they became this positive flower, and their husbands were still these negative Nancys over here, and they just realized, like, that's not how you're supposed to live life. You're not supposed to live with somebody that's unsupportive of your dreams. You're not supposed to be bashed. You're not supposed to be around friends and family that put you down, right? Sometimes things happen. Do we want that? No. Did they all fight for their marriage? Absolutely. Okay? You're going to get married. You're going to be planning a wedding. Y'all, I remember planning my wedding, and after it was done, I had this weight lifted, and I had nothing to do. Planning a wedding, it's tough, especially if you're like me and you're very detail-oriented, okay? I get it. So you're going to go through that. There's times it's where you got to prioritize, okay? Schedule times for things. You're going to get sick. That's fine, okay? I'm having a sinus surgery at the end of June, and I can only even imagine how I'm not going to go live with big stents in my nose and whatever else is going to go down, but I'll be prepared. Okay, I was prepared whenever I had Corbin. But guess what? They released the Flawless 4 the day after I had Corbin. So you best believe I was posting pictures from my hospital bed. Do you think anybody judged me for that? No, they loved it. You know what it did is it made my business bloom, because all these people were like, oh my God, she had a baby yesterday and she's still working her business. Look at that boss babe. I'm telling you, if you use these things that could slow you down to just push you further, your business will boom. My kid knows I love him. Not once does he feel like I don't give him quality time. Okay? So just because you get pregnant, you're not disabled. You're not. Actually, people love pregnant people, right? They love on it. And when they see you work in your business pregnant, one of my girls on here, she was sick her entire 9 months. You would have never known. Never. She threw up every day for 9 months. Somehow, she still wants more kids. She's crazy. But anyways, You have got to prepare yourself for these things and stay strong-minded if your why is bigger than your excuse. I'm a lifer in this. Why? Because it's going to provide financially when I can't hygiene anymore, when I don't want to hygiene anymore, when my arms give out, my wrists give out, my back, my neck, okay? You're going to see me at 85 going live with my mascara shaking because I'm going to show how awesome it is, okay? You've got to have that mindset. You are going to go through life things, and some things require you to take a few days to step back. You're right. But when people see your strength, I just went to a benefit yesterday for one of our girls who lost her husband. You know, she never stopped once when he was in that coma, laying in the bed. She's a powerhouse. It was her escape, and that's what I use this for too. It's an escape. An escape. It is my happy place. You can't push live and be in a bad mood. You can't. You got to get over it, and then all of a sudden you get off live and you're not even mad about what you were mad about. You probably don't even remember why you're mad. Okay? When I'm feeling frustrated, I'm like, I just need to go live because I need it off my brain. Okay? So, you're going to deal with life happenings. You're going to deal with people using you to go buy from someone else. I have a few customers, and I know a bunch of other girls on here have customers that they've spent hours with, giving them everything they need for them to be like, thanks so much. My best friend's a presenter. I'm going to go buy from her. It's going to happen. Okay? They trust you, but they buy from their bestie. That's why I say you offer that opportunity to every person. When they love it, you tell them. If it's the first time they buy, you be like, girl, you love this? Why don't we try to get your next order free? Hook them in a party. Tap into their network. And while you're in that party, you offer them that opportunity. Hey, why don't you do this so your friends can buy from you instead of me? Or if they're a customer that keeps buying from you, girl, you love these products, just sign up for the discount so you can use it on yourself and your friends and family can buy from you, because guess what's going to happen? One of their nieces or nephews or cousins or brothers or mothers or aunts are going to sign up, and now their business is going to go over there because you didn't ask. And you may ask and they may tell you no and they're going to stay loyal to you, but you keep every so often being like, girl, are you sure you don't want to buy this kit? You keep spending this kind of money with me, you can at least save on it. They'll eventually join you, but if you don't ask, someone else will. Get them before their dog, because once they sign up, then all their people are going to buy from them, okay? You're going to have people tell you this is a pyramid scheme. Y'all, I highly recommend you educate yourself on a pyramid scheme, because a pyramid scheme is illegal. It's illegal. It's like getting money for stuff that doesn't even exist, like paying for, like, we have products that people buy from us. This is just like owning any other business, like a boutique. They buy from market, and then they buy it from, you buy it from them for like however much more, and they make a little profit, right? Same for us. People buy from us off the website, and we just make a little profit. We're almost paid like salespeople, commissions, right? Pyramid schemes. But tell them this. Pyramids are the strongest structure in the world. Most business models are around a pyramid because that is the strongest structure in the world. So, big corporations, they have a CEO. They have like these other people, and then those people have assistant people, and those assistant people have assistant managers, and those assistant managers have tons of employees. Every business is based on a pyramid shape because it's the strongest structure. Tell them that and educate them that. Do not get defensive. When you get defensive, or on any part of your business, if you get defensive, people look at that as a sign of weakness. If somebody messages you and you're not even sure, reach up to your upline or your upline elite or whatever it is and ask, how should I answer this? Okay? Pyramid scheme, you will get the pyramid scheme thing. And I was uneducated on network marketing and direct sales before. I had that skewed perception as well because I was listening to the masses. When you realize in a business, y'all can all pass me. We're not in a true pyramid. Y'all can all do better than I am doing. Every single one of y'all can hit black status 1 before I ever do. Every single one of y'all can hit higher than your sponsor. Therefore, this is not like that. You get out what you put in this business, and that's a beautiful thing. If your sponsor just signed up for the discount and you want to run with this because you see the potential, go. Go. I have tons of y'all that do that. That's why this is so different. So different. And it's thankful. It's so thankful that I can do better than someone who doesn't work the business. I can pass somebody who just sits around or half-asses or whatever, just wants the discount. That's fine. But this is your business, okay? Another thing is getting over the fear of what people think. You've got to remember that nobody's opinions pays your bills. Not one person's opinion of you pays your bills. But what I will tell you is when you get over that, when your give a damn is busted and you get over that, people start loving you. I feel like, because I was picked on as a kid, y'all. I was the fat kid. If you only knew all the BS that I dealt with growing up, I feel like that's probably why I kind of am the way I am today, and I'm thankful for that. But I had to go through a lot of crap to get where I was strong enough to not care. Okay, there were many nights that I would cry in my bedroom to my parents. I wanted to move towns. There were so many things, okay? There were so many things. Those same people are on my lives. When I see that name, you don't think I kind of cringe, but then I remember, I'm over here balling. They probably struggling. They may have debt. I don't. Okay? You've got to remember that their opinions don't pay your bills. And honestly, your haters are what makes you famous. Okay? So you have got to get over the fear of what people think about you. Because once you stop not caring, they're going to love you. They are going to love you. Think about every career. Realtors, comedians, actors and actresses. I mean, all these people that have haters and lovers. You're everything. Apple, Android. I mean, everything has a hater and a lover. Remind yourself that. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but guess what? I love everybody. They don't have to love me. Okay, another thing, you can't fall in love with people's potentials. I talked about this a little bit earlier. A lot of people are going to say things that they're going to do and they don't. You can't let that get you down. It's not a reaction of you. As long as you're still doing your business and you're leading by example, if they choose not to, that's their bad. That's their bad. When they see the light and wake up, they'll come around. If not, that's okay. They weren't affecting your business positively anyways, right? So quit falling in love with people's potentials and don't get feelings hurt when somebody tells you, oh my God, yes, I'm going to go live today and they don't. Or, oh my God, yes, I finished my task list and they really didn't. Or, no, girl, I'm just so busy. I don't think this business is for me. Or, I can't leave my 10-year-old because we've never left each other's side. Whatever, okay? That has no reflection on you. You cannot take it personal. Another thing is people will disrespect your time. I have had so many people ask for 100% of my time and then disrespect it. But what you have to do, because you are in control of your time, is you only let that person disrespect your time once. Then there are 24-hour rules. You choose the time you give. You don't let people disrespect your time. Okay? But it will happen. I'm going to tell you, customers will disrespect your time. I've had one girl, oh my God, y'all, it got to the point where I almost didn't even want her as a customer because of how much disrespectful time she did. Wasting my time, y'all. All the time. It was chaos. It was to the point where I was like, oh my God, do you know anybody else that does this? Because I don't, you know. But you still love on them. They either come around or they don't. But you don't let them disrespect your time. You are in control of your time. Another thing in these businesses, y'all, is some months are going to be amazing. Some months are not. It's part of the business. It's part of the business, period. Not this business, every business. You will have hellacious months. April of last year, y'all, was massive. May? Okay. June, July, and there. It does not mean your business is failing because you see highs and lows. It's just there's times and seasons for things, y'all. I have a weird feeling this year for us, May, June, and July are going to be massive, and those are usually our slow months, okay? Just because, y'all, last month was a pretty decent month, but it wasn't as good as February for me. February was a phenomenal month. Hey, baby. Come here. February was phenomenal. Phenomenal. March, okay. April, y'all. This month, I'll be lucky to even hit my color goal. Sometimes you have kids that run in on your lives. Sometimes you have interruptions. It's just life. It's life. You do not have to be perfect, okay? But I want you to know that give this business at least a year. Why? Because guess what? And I say this lightly because most months the year before last, so to go January of 18 compared to January of 17, you'll probably have seen growth. If you worked your business and did the things consistently for that entire year, guarantee your January this year was better than your January last year. Now, I can't say the same for this April because last April was phenomenal and this April's being weird, but doesn't mean my business isn't growing. Doesn't mean my business isn't growing. Doesn't mean I'm going to quit because I had a bad month, right? December this past year was kind of crazy. Mine only did a little bit more than the year before. Doesn't mean my business wasn't growing. All other numbers were growing. You have to think business minded and keep pushing through. Okay, you have to focus on other things when you feel slow months. Okay. Missed goals. Missed goals do not mean you're a failure at all. Missed goals does not mean you failed at anything. It just means, guess what? It wasn't your time. Set smaller attainable goals so that you can at least hit those. But if you miss that big goal, it's okay. It's okay. Just keep going, because everything you're putting in, one day you're going to like hit your goal and beyond and be like, oh my God, it finally paid off. I mean, there was a girl that hit black status last month and she hadn't even maintained orange. Okay? But she kept doing the things and it paid off. Another thing you're going to feel is you're going to feel like a failure sometimes as a leader. You're going to feel like a failure as a presenter because something isn't going to go right. Don't take it personal, y'all, but just know it's okay. That's normal. Reach up when you're feeling down and reach down when you're feeling up, okay? And another thing, last thing I'm going to leave y'all with is learning the business, learning to share and not sell. That's a huge struggle. It's a huge learning curve. But knowing that you forever are going to be learning and tweaking things in this business, and we really truly are put here to share products we love, that you don't have to love every single product in the line. You're here to share what you do love, but get out of other people's wallets and heads because you don't know what they would love. You're here to share what you love and not sell. Okay? And trying to learn that is a curve in this business. So I hope that this is some really good real talk. And if you're just jumping on, you're going to have to listen to the beginning, because I'm sure I missed some of the most hurtful things I've gone through in this business. But I want everybody to know my business flow has not been perfect. I have not just been smooth sailing to the top. I have not even maintained at the top. I've gone backwards. I've had some girls that carried me to the top that don't carry me to the top now, okay? It's okay. It's okay. And until you accept that things are going to be flawed sometimes, you're going to stress and you're going to struggle and you're going to want to quit and you're going to feel down. You've got to get over that. You've got to get past it. See the big picture. Know it's going to be okay. And know that somebody somewhere else has already been through what you're going through, but probably worse. Okay, so I love y'all, and I'll go back and read comments. I want to keep this short because I'm going to put this elsewhere, but I hope this helped and that you had some real talk with the real raw what the F's of this business, and now let's go kick April's butt. Bye, guys.